So board 4, and now everybody's vulnerable with West at the helm. So West will probably pass this one just with a 9 count. And the crazy hand shapes continue. So North here has a pretty tough problem. I'd be opening this hand as North. Even though it's only got 10 high card points, I'd definitely count 2 length points. But I'd also just count it as such a good hand and an offensive hand that it's worth an opening bid. Also, your suit quality is quite good. You've got the King, Queen, but you also have the 10 in both your suits and the 9 of spades. Now, what you're going to open, that's an interesting one. Now, typically, you'd want to open your longest suit here, so you'd want to open a diamond, but I'd be tempted to open 1 spade on this one and aim to show it as a 5-5 later and give up on that 6th diamond. Now, the reason for that is if you open a diamond, you're going to have a very, very hard time convincing partner that you've got 5 spades, especially at a low enough level, because you can't really force to game all by yourself. So I'd start off with 1 spade on this one. Now, East is probably going to get in there with 2 clubs, and this auction might end up coming to life now. So 5, 6, 7, 8, probably just a simple raise, and shortage point as well, just a simple raise to 2 spades by South. And here it's interesting. What's West going to do? So at this stage, West might be a little bit worried that we're going to end up missing a heart fit. They do have quite a nice hand going for them. They've got to fit with their partner's clubs, and it's where do they want to go now? They could end up bidding 3 hearts, which some people would play as forcing, some people wouldn't. I'd be quite tempted by that. I am sort of forcing our auction quite high, but that's okay because I've got my 9 high card points, but I also end up with 3 shortage points in spades. So I'm not too afraid of doing that. The other thing you could do, some people might raise clubs. You also might elect to make a takeout double on the hand as sort of your way of exploring if partner's got 3 hearts with you. Regardless of what you do, this makes the North hand quite powerful. And as North, I'd actually be jumping to 4 spades on this auction because with a fit with partner, my hand just becomes so offensively strong. Now, if you do get to 4 spades, what we're going to find that we lose, they'll play a club and then they'll sort of tap us off. But in the end, if we get our diamonds right, we're just going to lose a club, a heart, and a diamond. But you also might find that you don't get to play there. You might find that your opponent's either W, in which case it's going to be an interesting battle to make, or alternatively, you might find that West decides that because they are so distributional that they will give 5 clubs a go. Now, if they do get to 5 clubs, it looks like they're actually going to make, because the losers that we have hopefully will be able to rough some spades. So if East can rough out their 3 spades and they can manage to draw trumps and just lose a diamond and also a heart, they will end up making their 5 club contract, but it's going to be really essential that they do get to rough those spades. They will have some entry problems here on the hand, being able to ruffle their spades, but you're probably going to get off to a spade lead, and if you continue a spade, you are going to give them sort of a upper hand in that, because what they'll be able to do, if it goes spade, spade, they'll be able to rough one, then they'll be able to say cross in a diamond maybe, rough another spade, then they can cross in a club and rough another club. Rough another spade, sorry. You might end up with some problems if you do try to cash the ace king of hearts and then rough a heart, because of course North can rough the second heart as well.